Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel, Father and Son Gaming. Of course, I'm Son, and today we have our very first NBA 2k18 video. We will be starting off a new series, My GM, new My GM series. And I mean, there's really nothing much more to say, so let's just hop right into it. I'm gonna random pick a team, so I'm gonna turn around and count to 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like we'll be taking over the Dallas Mavericks, which this is good because I honestly want to take a team that's not that great, not that good. Dallas is pretty bad this year, and go ahead and try to lead them to a finals. Maybe not this year. Hopefully this year we can get something and go ahead and make our way to the finals, but most likely it'll take a couple of years. Okay, so take a deep breath, Daniil. We should have an MRI results back in any second. My knee, I can't bend it. Something is not right here. I've never felt this level of pain. You just landed awkwardly. The knee is swelling, as can be expected. We'll know more shortly. How can this happen to me? How can this happen tonight? In the playoffs. I was feeling it, you know. What did I have? 30 points? You were up to 36. Don't worry about that right now. Just focus on your breathing. What if... Sean, Daniil, I just got the MRI results. Mind you, everything I'm about to say is early, but our initial diagnosis is a full tear of the anterior cruciate ligament, and partial tears of the posterior cruciate ligament, and collateral cruciate ligament. What does that mean? My ACL is torn? I've never heard of those other ligaments. Daniil, it is very unusual to suffer injuries to these ligaments in the same knee simultaneously. The collateral cruciate ligament is generally only injured due to direct blow inside of the knee, which it pushed it sideways. When the knee gets... Thank you, James, we get the idea. Let's focus on making Daniil comfortable. We'll need to perform another MRI in a few days once the swelling starts to subside. Only then we will know what we are up against. If you'll excuse me, I need to get some more opinions on these results. What does this mean for my career? How long will it take before I'm back on the court? Daniil, I'm not gonna sugarcoat. This isn't great. The good news is I've seen players come back from far worse than this. I don't know if I was pronouncing those ligaments right or wrong. That's how I read it. Mr. Donalds, I've just arrived. A little traffic on the way here. I should be inside in a few minutes. Daniil, I'm a man that likes to capitalize on every moment and make the most of it. Let's make the most out of this moment. Yes, of course, sir. I guess I want to go over what is on the agenda for today. Of course, it is your first day on the job. There will be a host of meets and greets. You can imagine the number of people in the organization that want to meet the legendary Daniil Stevens in person, right? Simple enough. If only that were, the hard part will be your introductory press conference with the media. We've scheduled a session at 2 p.m. to introduce you. The media around here aren't ones for pleasantries. They're going to come at you hard. They're going to ask pointed questions. How you respond to those questions will lay the foundation for what you can accomplish here. Mr. Donalds, I can see Rick and Barnes about to head into the facility. Do you mind if I catch up with them real quick and introduce myself? Please, call me Alan. And by all means, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, Mr. Allen, I'll see you in a few minutes. Rick, Harrison, wait up. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Daniil Stevens, new GM of the team. Mr. Steffens, welcome. I was a huge fan of yours back in your playing days. I can't tell you how excited I am that the team hired you. I really feel like hiring a GM that has, you know, been in the leagues, that has gone through what it is like for us players. It will be great for the organization. You will have the respect of the players, I can tell you that much. Thank you, Harrison. To be honest, I am a big fan of yours as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do together. Mr. Stevens, it's an honor. I've been asking Mr. Donalds if you have given him any indication on if you plan on bringing in your own staff or if you like what we have going on here. Rick, we haven't discussed staffing at this point. Right now we're just in a get-to-know-each-other phase. But let me tell you, I like you. I think you're a smart guy and I hope you have the respect of the players in the locker room. Coach is definitely a player's coach. He wants to win. I want to win. That's what I'm here for. That's what we are here, all here for, right? I'm looking forward to a big year. Wait, head coach. I am looking forward to a big year. We have a great group of guys. I am as well. If you'll excuse me, I need to get to Mr. Donald's office. We have a lot to go over today. Apparently, I have a big first day. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that too, guys. Give characters some voices. I don't know what Harrison Barnes sounds like or Rick Carlisle sounds like, so that's just the voices I gave them. Alan, my apologies for being late. Okay, so this guy's voice. It's quite alright, Daniil. Have a seat. Hey, did Viv offer you one of her world-famous chai latte spices scones on the way in? They're out of this world. I must have missed. In fact, they have inspired me to build an app that lets you know in real time when you've added too much of an ingredient when preparing foods. It's next level stuff. We got some kinks to work out, like how you keep your phone pointed at your batter while you're actually adding ingredients. But I think it's gonna be a game changer in the food preparation business. We're calling it Baker Buddy. So, you said you saw Rick and Barnes on the way in? Yes, good guys. I got a chance to introduce myself, but we didn't have long to talk, so I didn't want to keep you waiting long. You'll have plenty of time to get to know the team. Daniil, I would like to officially in person welcome you as the new general manager of the Mavericks. While I don't know you have a lot of experience as a general manager, I've been watching you for a long time. First as a player, then as an assistant GM, I must say, you are very impressive. Thank you, sir. I remember May 17th, 2011 well. Sad day that was. You were playing in Dallas and had 30-something points midway through the third quarter. 36, sir. Right, as I was saying, you were dominating on both ends of the court. You showed strength and courage and tenacity and grace that night. To later find out that it'd be your last game on the court breaks my heart. I know hard players work not only to just make it to the NBA, but to make it into the elite like you did. It took some time, but I've come to terms with my career. In truth, I was getting close to hanging it up anyway. Or anyhow. No, I don't believe that for a second. What I do believe is that the work ethic, the drive, and the dedication that made you the player you were are the exactly personality traits that are going to make you an amazing GM in this league. You don't lose, I don't lose. The fans here, they are hungry for success. The media, they are hungry for success. Every Maverick fan wants to read one of their columns about how great the team is. When the wins stop coming, media starts looking for cracks that they can exploit for stories or for clicks, whatever they strive for. Expectation as an athlete is a term I have come to understand very closely. Let's see, it's 1:50 p.m. Daniil. In about 10 minutes, you'll need to perform your first act as GM, your introductory press conference. This won't be a not one, not two type of event. The media here are tough, they are hard hitters, and they are going to ask you questions that are going to make you uncomfortable. Can you handle discomfort? I thrive in it, sir. Good. My advice, don't lie, be honest. Be open, feel free to tell them what is on your mind, but protect the organization at all times. If you go out there and blow rainbows out of your ears, they will eat you alive. Thank you for the advice, Alan. You hired the right man. I'm ready to show the NBA what I'm capable of. Whew, okay. That voice is hard to do for a long time. I am coach, or owner. I'm Alan McDonald. Yeah, Alan McDonald. Yeah. I wish that app wasn't Buddy Baker, I think it was, but like free McDonald's delivery. Okay, we're going into the press conference now. Reporter. I don't think I'm going to do voice for reporter because there's probably multiple of them. Daniil, welcome. You touched on this in the butt of your opening remarks, but I'm wondering if you could, tell us more about your vision for the team. What are your goals for this season and moving forward? I don't like where we're at. I think our best player is Harrison Barnes. Or Dirk. Dirk's getting old. He might retire in a season or two. But we need some tweaks. I think we are going to need more than minor. So I'm going to say total rebuild because I feel that's where we're honestly at right now. Well, I know not everyone will see this this way, but I'm looking at this situation where we have to strip down the roster, pare it down to a core number of guys, then build it back up from scratch basically. That can be a hard thing to hear if you're a fan, a player, and owner. Anyone who cares about this well-being of the team really, but I'm convinced it's the right move. And we're going to go about this thing the right way. We have a very specific plan for how we want to do it. First, we got to do a great job with the draft. You can't swing and miss there if you're going to try to build from the ground up. Then we got to be smart in free agency. Are we going to go after one of the premier guys? Are we going to add a few nice rotation pieces? That all depends, but we have to be smart and maintain our flexibility. I'm not going to make a move just to make a move. The biggest thing for me right now is that we've got to make sure that we get the right kind of deal for our guys, for what we're trying to do. When you watch this team play, no matter what system we use or anything like that, I want you to be able to say, that's Mavericks basketball. That's Mavericks basketball. That's Mavericks basketball. Sorry, that was horrible. Daniil, any thoughts on your head coach? Will you be looking to bring in your own people, or are you happy with Coach Carlisle and his staff? Since we already gave the coach a voice, I think we're going to keep him. I have a ton of confidence in Rick. He's great with players, he's great with the media, and he's one of the smartest basketball minds I've met. He's going to do a great job for us this year. Okay. So, I think the last thing we're going to do for this episode is to just take a look at our roster for right now. Because that took a little while, and this is just an introductory episode. So, we got Harrison Barnes, Dennis Smith Jr., J.J. Barea, Seth Curry, Wesley Matthews, Dirk Nowitzki, Nerlens Noel, Slaw Mejri, Yogi Ferrell, Devin Harris, Jeff Withey, Dwight Powell, Dorian Finney-Smith, Josh McRoberts, Maxi Kleber, I don't know, I've never heard of him, Jonathan Motley, or Motley, whichever way, Antonius Cleveland. Okay, so that was our roster for this year. And with that being the final part of our episode, I'm just going to sign off here. So this is Father and Son Gaming, and I'm Son, signing off.